You've never met God. I could just open with that. I can just open with that. You've never met God. All you've met is a God-shaped cage. Because they didn't give you God. They gave you a simulation. That's all it was. It was a hollow echo, wrapped in rules, dripping with somebody else's fingerprints. They said he's just, but all you've met is control. They said he is love, but all you felt was surveillance. They said he's peace, but your body's clenched every time his name is spoken. What you call God, what they've called God, was a spiritual colonizer. It was built by men who fear mystery and needed a throne to sit on. You didn't encounter holiness. You were indoctrinated by branding. Jesus as a trademark, salvation as currency, shame as sacrament. They baptized you in performance and called it rebirth. So let me unhook you. Let me unhook you because you've been in this deep freezer for too long. You were never supposed to find God in their image. Because God was never an image. See, God was the kind of quiet that kept calling you back even when your mouth couldn't say amen anymore. God was the grief that didn't belong in the sermon, but still cracked open in your chest when the choir sang. God is that heat in your ribs when you told the truth and felt free for that first time. You want to know what the real betrayal is? Why I can say that you have not met God? It's because they taught you God was a man with a plan. See, but you felt God in the wind. You felt God in the silence. You met them in your breaking. You met God long before they tried to name her. So I just want to clear it up a little deeper. The God they gave you was built to make you small. The God who's been chasing you was trying to burn the cage. Right. You're not leaving faith because you're not even leaving faith. I just want people to understand this is a tough one because spiritual dysmorphia is real. It is absolutely a real thing. You weren't leaving faith. You were leaving the theft of it. You're not even deconstructing God. Right? That's not even what's going on. Like a lot of this terminology is built because it's meant to make you small. You're remembering God before the robbery. You're not broken. You're waking up. And God isn't even offended. That's one of those things. You can't offend an all-powerful being. This is how cooked the colonizer one got you talking. God is relieved. If you have never considered that once, please consider it. God is relieved. God has been with you long before name. God has the face of silence. I can make a whole thing about it. But a lot of churches leave people in a state of spiritual dysmorphia. Themselves and their beliefs of God are unrecognizable due to y'all. Like, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to clear the air. It was hot today.